My name's David, not the David Dan was talking about, but another Dave. I'm an undergraduate at the University of Pittsburgh. I study neuroscience and computer science, and I'm pretty excited about that. I think I met Joe Bonar about a little under a year ago, I would say, and I started going to Bible studies because he introduced me to them. And obviously Bible studies are great because they encourage good spiritual habits, which are really lacking in people my age. We're really good at flaking out on obligations. So it's been great to have a weekly Bible study reading that's encouraged by other believers, getting the habit of praying, which is great. But even more important than that, I think, is the fellowship that UCO has provided, which is so important on college campuses. And I think for me, I was prepared for a lot of parts of college, the academic side, anything that had to do with school, I was ready. I was not ready for some of the personal development I would have. Because a lot of people, when they go to college, it's their first time away from home. They have no idea what they're going to study. They're racking up tens of thousands of dollars of debt. And there's all of these worldly pressures piling on top more and more, and we have no idea how to get out of them. And people have really an identity crisis. They don't know who they are. They don't have their parents to guide them as much anymore. And they're just put in this academic setting where you're not in rails anymore. They're just being told, do it, without really knowing what it is. And it's so easy to feel this hole inside of you and to start filling it with all of the wrong things. And for me, that thing was overdoing school. It was spending all of my time studying. It was needing perfect grades and everything. And I just felt this horrible pressure all the time. I didn't know who I was being. I was getting all the debt racking up. And when I started going to the Bible study, it was just this marvelous reminder that all of those worldly things are nothing compared to what God has in store for us in eternity. And just seeing people every week who could just look me in the eye and say, no matter what worry I brought to them, and I had plenty of worries to bring, and I still do, and every week they can tell me it's all right. And the same problem I bring, it's always the same answer. Don't worry, Jesus lives. And no matter what comes to pass, no matter how much debt you rack up, or what degree you get, or how hard of a time you have finding a job, God is alive, and God will watch over you. And if you open yourself to Him, He will lead you. And it's redirecting my life back on the path God has for me. And I think the more people we have in those Bible studies, the better. Because more and more people are coming out of college, and they didn't have that great developmental experience they were promised when they enrolled. And I think the more people get into the Bible studies with UCO and Joe and Sean, the better they'll be off. So it's really been just a great reminder in my life that all of these worldly pressures we get exposed to don't matter to God. What matters to God is our relationship with Him.